There is a class of folks that are voting bureaucrats to come breathe down they hate the word 1099. They hate everything about the entrepreneur world. Like, they don't talk about this, but if you think it's gonna be less important for you to have pristine financials, you're wrong. Tell us what you're trying to build and tell us what people should know about what you guys are doing.
Yeah, so our vision is the Ferrari of accounting firms. So we kind of feel like, there's the people that make a little bit of money and they just need a tax preparer at the end of the year, and that's all they need. Yep. And then you have these companies that are 10, 20, 30 million plus, and they go to those top 10 firms, the Grant & Thornton, the KPMG, they go to those huge firms. But there's this huge segment of the market between like 300K revenue to 10 million that is just incredibly underserved. And our vision is to be the Ferrari of accounting firms for business owners in that segment of the market. And more specifically, the online business owners. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you were a contractor and you're making a ton of money and you really needed some help, we'd probably hear you out. We wouldn't say no, probably, at least not yet. But our bread and butter, we love the marketing agencies, we love the content agencies, the high ticket coaches, the, course plus community type businesses. That's bread and butter. Lead gen agencies, automation services agencies, anything like that, we will knock that out of the park. Yeah, and really, we try to have something that's all inclusive. So, we do all the bookkeeping, we do a ton of automation. We're very forward thinking. We're trying to decimate those dinosaur accounting firms. Sorry if you're one of those watching this, but we're trying to destroy you.
I love it.
So very tech friendly. All of our people are in Slack. All of our clients, we talk in Slack. We use Loom. We use all the tech. But it's all-inclusive service. We want to do all your bookkeeping, and then we do these visual financial reports, these CFO-level reports that are very customizable. We do custom KPI tracking, revenue, profitability, all the good stuff. Very custom and tailored. So you get CFO in your pocket, all the bookkeeping. We can automate all your payroll and handle all of that. And then we have your tax returns at the end of the year. And the person that does that, he is our strategic partner for the tax side of things, and he worked for Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Deloitte in their ultra wealthy family units. So his whole job was tax planning and reducing taxes for the ultra wealthy. You used to have to be 15 million just to book a call with him. So that's the guy that does tax for us. He's amazing. So you're going to get the best tax return. It's all in-house. And honestly, part of our proposition is that we're young and cool. And if you have to hop on a call with us, it's not going to be boring and dry, and we're not going to not take you seriously because you're 19 or 20. Yep. Because some of our clients are 19 years old, 20 years old, making 100K a month, and it's insane, but it's out there.
That's cool.
So that's kind of us right now, looking to grow it like crazy. I mean, we have huge plans for 2024. I mean, we honestly think we could 5 or 6x in 2024. Maybe that's unrealistic, but even if we shoot for it and we land on 3x or 2x, we'll be stoked. So.
Well, and you're doing the proactive tax planning, making sure nobody overpays in taxes. You're making sure that the bookkeeping and accounting is on point. And people don't understand this. You think that there's going to be less scrutiny on businesses right now. I don't know why you put the word based in Screech, but I'll tell you what right now, there is a class of folks that are voting bureaucrats to come breathe down they hate the word 1099. They hate everything about the entrepreneur world. Like, they don't talk about this, but if you think it's going to be less important for you to have pristine financials, you're wrong. You need to have, beyond a shadow of a doubt, perfect financials going forward. And you can't make stupid mistakes because they're coming for you guys. If you don't have an awesome, book a call with these guys, get them doing your bookkeeping, accounting, and then you guys do the fundamentals too, right? I'll just share a little bit of it. If you're not maximizing an S-Corp, you're failing. Your S-Corp is huge, and getting it right. Yeah. If you're not starting to...
Just to stop you right there. A ton of what we do is optimizing S-Corp salary. That's a ton of what our tax planning is, because there's a lot of people that are S-Corps that are way overpaying themselves, and there's some people that are S-Corps that aren't paying themselves at all. So right off the bat, S-Selection and S-Corp salary optimization is multiple thousands worth of savings every time.
And then you've talked to me about okay, if you have kids that are minors, up to the standard deduction, by golly, if they actually work for you, get them working for you. That means that's $11,000 out of your 20 to 50% tax bracket, out into theirs is zero. So hiring your kids, using retirement plans. If you don't have any statutory employees, these guys will get you pointed in the direction for simple IRAs, SEP IRAs, solo 401ks. Like that's huge. That's 20, 30, 40, 50,000, up to $52,000 a year shifted out of your business and get that in an S&P 500 index fund. I've heard you talk about real estate investments. How do you buy a duplex, work in the duplex, rent out one side, your office rents the other side, you depreciate and cost segregation that side, you carry over losses, have your spouse be a real estate professional so you can carry any of those losses over. There's so much these guys will do for you. I've heard them talk about it. I know that they're in that land. Besides, what do you do when you're sitting there looking at your bank account? You got 400,000 bucks sitting in it, or even just 100. You just gonna take it on the chin, or are you gonna invest into the future and do the right strategic planning? And that might be that you fund. A lot of guys, like it's really good right now. I think a lot of digital folks should be thinking this is a little bit like playing sports. Like you got the cash flow now, be wise with it, be shrewd with it for the next 10 years. Because we don't know what the next 20 years looks like, right? So these guys will help you be smart with your money so that you have wealth for the long haul. And I'm just telling you, if you don't have that, you have to.